What's up, guys? Welcome back to Ranching and Racing. Fixing to take ranch trash up to BMF to my buddy Michael Lock's shop. They're gonna help me put a converter in it and probably put an anti-roll bar in it. Last time we had it out, it on the fast track, it was twisted up pretty good. The track was hooking, but anyways, just want to take care of that issue. We'll be taking that unit there. We just got to hook it up to the old silver 1-ton. See y'all. Alright, well, we're hooked up to the trailer. I'll step in here. It's been about a month since I started this truck, and I bet you that battery's old on it, so I bet you it's gonna be dead. It's a little tough. There's old Spark. What you peeking around the corner about, old son? Look at this guy. We've got a plethora of frogs. Oh my gosh, it's hot in here. Holy smokes. Stay up. Alright. Yeah, there she is. Pretty sure this has to. Yeah. Same, or pretty much the same battery holder as the Love. The Love has a new battery in it. I'm gonna rob the battery out of it. Look at this unit. This is old Samson. Old street stock mud truck. Got some plans for it. I'll show you the tires for it later. Alright, this is the ranch trash unit. Small block 388 Power Glide, 208 transfer case, 38.5 cut boggers on the rear, Q78, which is a 35 TSL cuts on the front. Alright, let's go over here and get her battery off this Love truck. These shops are not insulated, and they are hot. Here's the old Love truck. LS swap. Be another video. Oh, well, not quite the same battery holder, but similar. Alright guys, I'm gonna get these batteries swapped out, and we'll pick it back up from there. All right, we're back. It is freaking hot in this barn. So we got the battery off the Love on it. So now we'll just put her on the trailer. strap down. I'm not going to show you the rest of the strap job because I don't want to hear the bull snot. It'll hold her. We'll keep it under 100. Alright guys, we're headed to BMF. On the way up there, I just wanted to give y'all some backstory on the ranch trash truck. I bought that truck 2017. I had bought another S10 before it that had been drag raced. My intent was to drag race, and the first S10 I bought had stock rear end under it and whatnot. Wasn't caged, it was stock interior. It was ladder barred. The stock rear end had, like, I think it had Moser axles in it or something. It wasn't anything that I thought was going to hold up. They always foot brake the truck. I wanted to use a trans brake, all that fun stuff. So I was looking to build a rear end for that first S10, and pricing everything and looking around, and I mean, I was going to be $2,500 or better in building a rear end. So I found this truck, and it did not look how it looks right now. I'll run some slides at the end of this video, kind of show you the progression of the build. But when I got it, I found it, they wanted $2,500 for it. I think I ended up giving $22 for it. It already had a cage in it, aluminum dash, aluminum door, panels, steering racing column. I mean, it was ready to be a race car. Well, my intent when I bought the truck was still to build the stock S10 and just use this rear end in it. Well, the more I got to looking and pricing, it's going to be cheaper for me to build this truck with a cage in it and whatnot. So that's what I did. I ended up just building this truck, still with the intent to drag race. And the closer it got to being finished, the more worried my wife got. We watched Straight Outlaws a lot, always have from the beginning, and she correlated drag racing to wrecking. You know, those guys, they crash pretty regular on TV. So she was kind of getting panicky. We had a newborn and another one on the way. Well, not a newborn, but a toddler, and another one on the way. And I said, well, I mean, we were 3/4 of the way through building the motor. I said, well, you want a mud race? She's all about mud and whatever that looks like. 4-wheelers, side-by-sides, trucks. She's about it. You want a mud race? Oh yeah, let's do that. So I got hooked up with a guy over in Terrell, my buddy Michael Locke. He's a good friend of mine now at BMF Customs. Told him what I had, what I wanted to do. He said, no problem, bring it to me. So took it up there, and they took what was a drag truck and turned it into a mud drag truck. Put a Dana 30 out of a Scout under the front of it. Put a MP208 transfer case in it. That's supposed to be the lighter of the GM transfer cases. Drawback is it's chain driven, which I guess shouldn't rail off as much horsepower. I know the Bogger guys, they don't really like them. You know, they run big heavy tires and whatnot. But anyway, that's what we put in it. That's what he suggested. They've been in mud racing for a long time. So I trusted them, and I really trust them now. So I took it up there and turned it into a mud drag truck. It's a super stock mud truck. The super stock class runs a 500 cubic inch limit. You can't put a big block in a small truck. You can run LS, but it has to be iron block. They just now changed the rules where you could run aluminum heads. The initial build on this truck, we built it for a different association that didn't even race the year we built the truck. We were planning on racing with them, and I can't remember the name of it now, but they didn't even race that year. So we had a truck that was built to their specs and their rules, and that's pretty much what all the rules, most of the super stock rules are close to those, but now they've let aluminum heads in. When we built the truck, it was a 35-inch tire limit. Well, now it's a 38.5, which it does have a 38.5 on the back of it. Just to give y'all a rundown on the class that it runs. But we built, so this whole combination, as far as the converter and the engine, we built it to go down the drag strip, and we had plans of spraying it with nitrous. It doesn't have a nitrous cam in it, but we put a little tighter converter in it so that we could spray it with nitrous. And then that changed, and I didn't want to spend, I was already spending more money on different tires and wheels and you know, some added components and a transfer case and a front axle. So I left all that alone. We're still running that setup. It is, when we switched to a mud truck, I had originally bought aluminum heads for it, and when we switched to that class, we had to run iron heads. So I traded the aluminum heads for a set of Iron Eagle heads. So it's actually still running iron heads on it. It's just a 388. I think it's got a 690 lift cam in it. It's not a huge cam, but it's not small. Let's see. It's like 12-to-1 compression. And it's got flat tops in it. It's not a whole lot of compression. Hindsight 2020, I'd have put pop-ups in it, but you know, hindsight 2020. But out of the box, the truck was competitive. I mean, first rattle, it was competitive. We had guys that had been mud racing in that class for a long time. We brought it out and we're making them sweat. And the truck's still getting faster. Now, in my intro video, you see it, and it has decals on it and everything, the ranch trash name and stuff. And now it doesn't. Well, a couple years ago, I sold the truck because I wanted to go back to drag racing. I wanted to go back to drag racing, but I also wanted a truck I could drive on the street. So I said, I'm going to sell this truck. I didn't say anything to my wife, and I just put it up for sale. Don't do that. Sold the truck, I mean, literally within hours of putting it on the internet or on Facebook Marketplace, it sold. And it sold to some guys that I mud raced with down in Chandler. They knew the truck. They would always come talk to me about the truck when we were at the mud races. But anywho, they bought the truck, and I quit mud racing. I bought the Love. It was almost done. Finished it. Started piddling with it. Well, fast forward to this year, early spring, late winter, early spring. I traded a feed truck I had to my uncle for that red step side that you saw earlier in the video. And he's had that truck for 10 years. It's a super stock mud truck. He just got it going again last year, had a motor built and stuff for it, and never got to race it. We were having issues with it, didn't want to run right and stuff, and he kind of got burnt out on it. So I traded him out of it, and halfway got it running right. And we was like, well, and that truck's going to be, at some point, it's going to be a tractor tire truck, like a bog truck, not necessarily a mega truck that we're going to jump and stuff, but a bog truck, you know, tug of war, bounty hole pits, things like that. That's the plan for that truck. But I said, hey, until we do all that, let's go have some fun with it. So we took it to the mud bogs, running the street stock class, and truck wouldn't idle for crap. That's another story. Truck was, I mean, out of the box, back out of the box. We took it out and we're spanking them. I mean, guys scratching their heads. And that old truck runs good for what it is. It's got a 406 block in it. Well, my wife, you know, she loves the mud deal, and she said, "Where's ranch trash? Why don't they ever race ranch trash anymore?" So I don't know what he's doing with it, babe. I've seen it at one race, and that one race up here, I knew they were racing it a little bit down there in Chandler. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna holler, and I was halfway joking. I'm gonna holler at you, see if you'll sell it. Okay. Again, I didn't take that as calling. So here in a minute, second mud bog we go to. The next night after the mud bog, we won that night. The next night we're talking. Have you heard anything about ranch trash? No. We need to just buy it back. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna text him. So the next day I text the guy, ask him what it would take to buy it back from him. And within about 10 minutes I had a text back. Said, "I'll take this much for it. I've done this to it. If you want to come get it, I'll come get it." So I went and picked it up. That was middle of May, end of May. I picked it up a week before the Spring Mud Fest at Martin Springs down in Chandler. Picked it up. He had done a fresh oil change on it, fresh plugs. I put air in the tires to get it on the trailer, and we took it down there, and the truck ran good. Had a blast in it. On the fast track, the track was, I mean, it was hooked. It was real good on the fast track. And in one of the videos, you see the truck was just twisted up. I mean, it was carrying the left front and whatnot. So my buddy Michael, he was there. He was actually racing the step side that night for me. And he's like, "Man, we might need to put an anti-roll bar in it." Yeah, you're probably right. So we ended up 4th in the bog that night out of some really fast trucks. At first I was bummed, and then I went back and looked at the stats, and I was like, okay, we did pretty good. I knew we weren't in the money, but I didn't realize how close we were to it. So the other day I was thinking and watching some videos of some other trucks from that race, and they're leaving the line like crazy RPM. I say crazy RPM. I'm just talking more than I'm leaving the line. I'm leaving it. I didn't even check the chip. I don't even know what we're leaving at right now. If he didn't touch it from when I had it before, I think I was leaving around 3,500. I think that converter that's in it flashes at about 3,850, 3,900, something like that. So I text my buddy Michael, "Hey, what do you think about putting a bigger, more stall converter in the ranch trash?" He said, "It can't hurt nothing." So we're within a couple tenths of the fastest guys, and I'm real interested to see how competitive this truck's going to be leaving the line harder, because that's all we lack, is just not leaving the line as hard as the rest of them. So that's where we're at today. We're taking it to BMF, going to have another converter put in it, going to put an anti-roll bar in it, and my buddy Jim's has his sign shop in the front office of a BMF shop, and he's going to put the lettering back on the truck before we pick it up. So I guess I'll see y'all when we get to BMF. Alright guys, we made it to BMF. Just unloaded the truck. Carrying the converter in now. There's the man himself. The man, the myth, the legend, Michael Lott.
We're gonna get him fixed up for sure. Be popping wheelies before you know it.
That's what I'm talking about. You never know what you're gonna see up here. I love coming up here like a kid in a candy store. All kinds of fun stuff in here. It's usually a lot busier than this. This is Mike Dennett, Mr. Victor. Not sure what Victor's last name is. This is some of the stuff they work on. What year is this, Victor? 70. Got a 70 Camaro. LS swap. It was carbureted, came in with a carburetor on it, and they're putting fuel injection back on it for them. I think that's a 55 or 6, I can't remember. Twin turbo LS. Pretty cool deal. What's up, Mr. Puddin'? How are you, sir? You doing all right? Pretty cool stuff. Alright, I got to get out of here. Thank you guys. We'll see y'all later. It's a 5,000. 5,000? Yeah. Freak show. 8-inch.
Right. So you'll be able to launch about 4,500.
Yeah. I messaged him, or I called him and told him what I had, and so that's what I'll send you. So.
Yep, I'm happy with the one that well, transmission and converter that he made for the truck.
You got a Freak Show on the Mega Truck?
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna love.
I had it in,
light on it too.
yeah, I had he had built me the converter for my Q4, and then I took it back to him last year and had it freshened up. And then, and then when I had the new transmission built, then he redid the converter again.
Yeah.
And I sold it, so it was everything all fresh.
Awesome. Cool deal. Well, I'm gonna get out of here.
All right.
You finished with me, sir?
Yeah, man.
All right.
All good.
We'll see you.
All right, man.
We'll holler at you later.
Take it sleepy.
Hot rod. Show you some of the stuff they got out front. Got a little Mega Truck here. This is Philip's truck. It's actually for sale. He bought it for the axles and then realized that he was going to do something different. But it is for sale. I think he wants $10,000 for it, with the LS to go in it. Mud truck life. Some extra parts. I think he's got another front clip for it. Fun times. He does not have shocks for it because I bought them for the Stepside project. Yeah. Anybody looking for one that's built, here it is. Alright guys, just got back in the truck at BMF. Got the ranch trash truck dropped off. Gonna end that video here. I am gonna put a slide at the end of this video of the progression of that build, so y'all have the backstory on it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.